But let's quickly move on to our other three set of questions, and they'll reveal a little more on and give us a larger insight on what people are thinking, because they seem to know exactly where they stand on this. And this question gives us a clear ringside view of that. What does secular mean in Indian context? Equal respect for religions. This is what the opposition voters feel. That nearly 80%, 79.6% of them feel that equal respect for all religion is what is meant by the word secular. NDA voters, 60.7% of them feel that yes, the word secular means equal respect for all religion. Others, 75.2% mean, feel that secular means equal respect for all religion. Whopping 70.6% of respondents know the meaning of word secular, which is equal respect for all religions. Separation of religion and state, 6.2 in total. You can see the fine print there on your television screen. Feel that secular means separation of religion and state. Absence of religion from public life, 6.8% in total. Read the fine print there. Something else, 7.9%, can't say 8.4%. But what you really need to look at is the 70.6%. I'll come back to it with our panelists. Let's quickly move on to the second question. What does socialist mean in Indian context? Government control of major industries, 19.1% is what opposition feels. NDA feels 9.3% on that question. Others, 12.2%. In total, 13.8% feel that the word socialist means government control of major industries. There is ambiguity here because, if you look at it, equal distribution of wealth, 11.5% in total. Read the fine print. Welfare policies for poor. That's interesting. 52.3% of opposition voters feel this is the word or meaning of the word socialist, which is welfare policies for poor. 47.5% of NDA voters say there's not really much difference. About a 5% feel that the same, 50.9%. Overall, 50% of the people feel that the word socialist means welfare policies for poor in the Indian context. You can see the fine print there. I want to move to the third question that was asked to the respondents. Debates around removing secular and socialist. The entire conversation, is it politically motivated? Let's get that question going. And, that's why it gets more interesting. Opposition feels 63.7% that it's politically motivated. Even 44% of NDA voters feel it's politically motivated. 50.7% of others, who are the fence sitters where voting patterns are concerned, feel it's politically motivated. 53.1% of respondents feel yes, this entire debate of socialist, secular, removing from the constitution is politically motivated. No, it's a concern, it's just 26.5%, which is practically half of those who say yes. The numbers on your television screen, and that's the dichotomy, Amitabh Tiwari. Let's hark back to the question we took on what does secular mean in Indian context. 70.6%, which includes opposition and NDA voters and others in totality, feel the word secular means equal respect for all religions. Welfare policies for poor. Nearly 50% of respondents know that socialist word means welfare policies for poor in the Indian context. Nearly 53.1%, Amitabh Tiwari, know or feel that this is all politically motivated, the chatter about removing these names. But what's interesting in all of this, Amitabh Tiwari, knowing all of these, three questions, the meaning of the word socialist, the meaning of the word secular, whether it's politically motivated, yet 48.3% want to revert back to the original draft without these two words. The irony can't be clearer. They're very clear on what they want.
So see, despite lesser awareness about when this socialist and secular word was included in the constitution, you see that there is near unanimity on the meaning of both these terms, because almost 70+% feel that
Right.
it is equality of religion. Only amongst NDA voters, I would say it is a bit lesser. And the highest 10% say that it means something else, which could mean minority appeasement, etc.
Right.
Amongst socialism also, I think if you club the top three, because it's largely means welfare, but
Right.
still, 50% of the people do say that it's welfare policies for the poor. So it's almost unanimous there. Whether it is politically motivated completely and to some extent, if you add both, even amongst NDA voters, 53%
Exactly.
of the people believe that
Right.
it is politically motivated, which equals to the overall 53%, or rather
Right.
63%. So almost two-thirds of the people believe that it is politically motivated. So I mean, what I can say is that ये public है, ये सब जानती है. See, it's
Exactly.
what
You
you
know, we are
can say.
short of time, but I
Yeah.
understand, Amitabh Tiwari, I want to get into Ashutosh and, Ratan Shardaji as well. Ashutosh, it's worrying because if you look at it, nearly what? How many? 70.6% know that the word secular means equal respect for all religions. Yet, 48.3% want the word removed.
See, I'm more worried about that only 60.7% BJP voters or the NDA voters believe that the secularism means equality of respect for the religion.
Right.
It's a very worrisome figure because if people do not believe that all religions should be respected equally, that means there is something fundamentally wrong. And that further reinforces the whole debate that the secularism should remain there and people should be taught what secularism means. If the 40% people think that either one of these, I'm not saying only the Hindus or the Muslims, but if out of these 39 point something people think that either Islam is superior to the Hinduism or the Hinduism superior to Islam or Christianity superior. So what we have done, that is why I'm saying the time has come when the secularism should be reinforced.
Okay.
It should be told to the people that why we need the word secularism in the preamble itself. And I completely agree with Ratan Sharda that people should be taught about it. More awareness should be there. They should be told about secularism, what secularism means. Because we believe, and Hindutvadi all believe, that
Right.
secularism is the fundamental of
Right.
Hinduism. If secularism is the fundamental of Hinduism,
Okay.
that means
So-
everybody needs to be taught and it should be reinforced.
So Ashutosh believes needs to be reinforced, not removed. Ratan Sharda, quickly, sir, your take.
See, B.R. Ambedkar noted during the constitution debate that there is no need to include word secularism as entire constitution embodied the concept of secular state, which meant non-discrimination between the religion and equal rights for all religions. Now, coming to the debates, very, very tricky and very important. See, the words, the secularism was treated by us from Nehruvians, it is separation of state and religion. Every time BJP does something which seems religious, these people start shouting that this is murder of secularism. Now, coming to the religion is equal to all respect for all religions is something that RSS and Hindutva espouse. And what did Tarim Singh say when Indiraji went to him when she introduced the secularism word? What is the translation? He said translation cannot be a nidharmi or a dharmi. It can be sarva pantha samabhav. So that meaning has impregnated us because we believe in that is part of our DNA. As far as socialism is concerned, Nehru wanted mixed economy, towering height to the public sector, but people believe it's welfare policies, which is basically the way capitalism is able to defeat socialism in Europe.
All right. I'm running out of time. I need to quickly close the show. I appreciate all three gentlemen for joining us. It was a snap poll, so we've done a quick snap debate. I know it's C-voter poll. We are, putting it out there, the numbers, but take it with a pinch of salt. We're going to let it be, but the debate, of course, will carry on the word socialist and secular. Whereas the top court of the country is concerned, they have usually, in the past, upheld the spirit of the preamble where the constitution is concerned.